ask me to do shit just to get, oh, she's a nice person. Tiffany's so nice and so sweet. That nice. That nice. I'm tired of being fucking nice to you, raggedy. I lost everything. All my gigs gone. Really? Everything gone.
But now that they've changed face, you know,
I
do you
don't
feel
know,
like
bro.
you regain your,
I don't have no job.
Tyler Perry's in hot water with legal trouble, and now Tiffany Haddish is stepping up, dropping some cryptic but bold hints about her own rocky history with him.
I wasn't in a union. It was a non-union film, so it's nothing I really could do about it. They never paid me. They never paid me a dime.
It doesn't feel random at all. It's like she's been holding back for years, and now she's ready to spill what really went down behind those closed doors in Hollywood.
Don't nobody want to work for free. I don't even ask people to work for free.
So what did Tiffany actually go through? Let's break it down. Lately, a bunch of Hollywood stars have started exposing powerful figures, and Tiffany's now joining them with some shocking claims about Tyler Perry. She's saying that what happened to her was personal, tied directly to her grind in Hollywood, and she points the finger at Perry for a lot of it.
It's real.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
Word is Tiffany has been letting people know about the side of Tyler Perry that most don't see behind the curtains. She talked about feeling betrayed by him and dropped truths that stayed hidden for way too long. Tiffany shared how Hollywood drained her, saying it cost her peace and even pieces of her soul. And on top of that, she faced being canceled, making everything 10 times worse.
I'm just tired of people playing with me.
I'm just tired of people playing with me, Tiffany shouted out during one of her talks. She went through a rough patch, especially with everything tied to Tyler Perry. And it gets even wilder when you find out how he treated her after she got hit with a heavy lawsuit a few years back. This was the case that accused her and Aries Spears of misconduct with 2 minors. But Tiffany's side of how Perry acted after that is what's shaking people up now. Tiffany says her whole world flipped upside down. She lost gigs, doors slammed shut, and to make it worse, Tyler Perry, someone she once called family, ghosted her when she needed him most. Known for her breakout in Girls Trip, Tiffany later told TMZ how deep the damage cut. And it wasn't just about losing work, it was about losing trust. The lawsuit in Los Angeles Superior Court claimed she and Aries Spears had GED and M2U age siblings. And even though Tiffany had already denied those accusations, the harm was done. What cut the deepest was seeing close allies like Perry turn cold so fast.
I lost everything. All my gigs gone.
Really?
Everything gone.
But now that they've changed face, you know,
I
do you
don't
feel
know,
like
bro.
you regain your,
I don't have no job.
In the middle of the chaos, Tyler Perry and his whole studio stayed quiet. Even when the accusations against Tiffany were proven false, Perry didn't step up to show support, not even once. This hit hard, especially considering how Tiffany always used her platform to lift others up, only to be left alone in the storm. Perry didn't say a word, and Tiffany was forced to face the heat alone. At the same time, Monique started speaking out even louder about Tyler Perry, calling him out for how he treats black actors in the industry. She said he uses them when it's good for him, then disappears when they need him. Monique didn't hold back during her comedy sets either, getting real about the tension she's had with Perry over the years. If you remember her powerhouse role in Lee Daniels' Precious back in 2010, Monique claims everything went downhill after that. According to Monique, what happened to Tiffany is just another example of how Perry allegedly flips on people who once trusted him. After that Oscar-winning role, Monique says her career got iced out. She's only been in 4 movies since, and she blames what she now calls white balling. By the same Hollywood circle that once hyped her up, she first spoke out back in 2015 about getting blackballed, and she stood on that truth ever since.
I was whiteballed. By some who had no ball.
Monique kept dropping bombs during her Apollo set, saying the word blackballed doesn't even capture how twisted the situation really is. What is that black D connected to that black man? So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed by some black D who have no balls, she said, letting it all out without holding back. She shouted, "Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey," letting the world know exactly who she's talking about. Monique clapped back at people saying, "Monique, you talk too much," saying it would be crazy for her to stay silent when she's not being paid equally or treated fairly. She even said, "You can suck my D if I had one." letting the crowd know she was done playing nice. Meanwhile, Tyler Perry, after his box office success, stepped into the TV world with House of Pain, which was a hit. But drama didn't stay away for long. During negotiations for a big syndication deal and a spin-off called Meet the Browns, controversy popped off. According to Deadline, Perry allegedly fired 4 writers who were fighting for union contracts, sparking a heated mess in the industry. Writer Terry Jackson aired out his frustration, saying, "We were good enough to create over 100 episodes, but now when it's time to get the benefits from syndication and spin-offs, he decides to drop us unless we take a horrible offer." It was a heavy accusation that had people questioning Perry's moves. In response, Perry fired back saying he writes everything himself, claiming full authorship. But that only raised more eyebrows, leaving people wondering if the man who preaches uplifting others is really practicing what he preaches when the checks get bigger. But Tyler Perry's clashes with unions didn't stop with the writers' room. In 2015, big actor unions SAG-AFTRA and Actors Equity stepped in, blocking their members from working on Perry's stage play Medea on the Run after his company refused to sign union contracts. Perry's all about stacking profits, but his way of doing business hasn't exactly won him love from everyone in the industry.
There's a camera on you, baby.
There's a camera on me right
back behind you.
Oh, hello, praise the Lord. We'd like to tell everybody in Dallas that we are on our way. Thank you.
Here's the twist. Perry, known for his family-friendly movies and as the boss of one of the biggest black-owned studios in the country, is now facing serious allegations that don't match the squeaky clean image he's pushed for years. And to add more heat to the fire, actor Terry Crews, who never holds his tongue, has started to expose Perry's deep ties to Hollywood's shadier corners. "He's connected to probably everyone I know in the business," Terry Crews revealed. "I did not know this man. I never had a conversation with him ever."
I saw you at a Diddy party, Tyler. And you were having a glorious time.
Crews' comments are shining a light on the fact that the Tyler Perry the public sees might not be the same man behind closed doors. And now, there's talk that big names like Perry are getting nervous after Diddy's recent legal mess, afraid it might blow the lid off more secrets if investigations start digging deeper. Eventually, Tiffany managed to clear her name, and the case was dismissed, letting her slowly rebuild her career. But guess what? Still no word, no shout out, no public support from Tyler Perry, even after everything she went through. It felt like she'd been ghosted and tossed aside. Some people are saying maybe Tyler just doesn't want to work with Tiffany anymore, but Monique would say this ain't about preference. It's about how certain powerful people treat others once they're done using them. It's a pattern, and Monique has been warning folks for years that Tyler Perry flips on black actors when it benefits him. And now, Tiffany Haddish might just be the latest name added to that list. Monique stood up for black women in Hollywood, calling out how when a black woman speaks up, it's ignored until it's too late. Oftentimes, when it comes to a black woman speaking up and speaking out, it goes unheard until she dies, Monique explained. Then once she dies, we go back and say, well, she was right, and let's make a movie about it. She didn't hesitate to drop names either. See, I can give you their names. Eartha Kitt, Hazel Scott, Fannie Lou Hamer, Hattie McDaniel. All of those women took a stand, and all of those women left here heartbroken, unhealthy, looking at a community saying, y'all know I'm right, but why won't anybody say anything? After the lawsuit, Tiffany went through some of her darkest days in Hollywood. She said the industry turned its back on her, and even big names like Tyler Perry disappeared when she needed support the most. Tiffany ended up getting blackballed, and her money dried up fast. Her career took a heavy hit, and even fans in Hollywood started acting brand new when it was announced she'd be coming back for Girls Trip 2. The producers got smacked with backlash, and people even started petitions demanding Tiffany's character be removed from the movie. Can you believe that? Tiffany didn't hold back when talking about how rough her early days in Hollywood were either. She said Tyler Perry wasn't the only one who tried to play her. There were plenty of other Hollywood faces who tried to take advantage of her while she was hustling to make it. She dropped some shocking stories about her rise to fame, including some strange encounters with Scientology and Jada Pinkett. Tiffany revealed that during her struggling years, someone from the Church of Scientology approached her trying to pull her in. This is the same group that's been tied to several celebrity scandals, including ones linked to Jada. Back then, Jada Pinkett seemed to have her eye on Tiffany. Tiffany shared how she was homeless, broke, and hustling for any job she could get, all while being an orphan with nobody to look out for her. "I was homeless as hell," she told reporters at the Television Critics Association while promoting Kids Say the Darndest Things on ABC. She was just trying to land extra roles through a casting agency while looking for a roof over her head. During those desperate days, someone came up to Tiffany and introduced her to Scientology. Back then, the concept wasn't as exposed as it is today, and Tiffany, being a homeless woman trying to survive, saw it as a possible lifeline. But she didn't realize what was really going on behind the scenes. "I took a few courses and they found out I was homeless," Tiffany said. Then they hit her with, "If you stay here, we'll pay you $50 a month and you'll have a roof over your head and you can help us in Inglewood and South Central LA, Tiffany said. "I guess they didn't have any people like me in their organization. It was like they saw her situation as an opportunity to pull her in." That's when things took a wild turn. Tiffany revealed that the Church of Scientology gave her a contract and told her she had to sign it. The contract was like a billion-year contract or something, which I thought was crazy, but I was like, whatever, I need a place to stay, Tiffany shared. But it got even weirder when Tiffany saw where they expected her to live. "They took me where people sleep, the barracks they call it, and it was bunk beds, and I don't do bunk beds." Tiffany wasn't having it. She threw a fit right there, and they ended up tearing up her contract and kicking her out. Imagine that. She was trying to find a place to sleep, and next thing you know, she's being handed a billion-year contract, getting shown bunk beds and tossed out when she didn't comply. It shows just how wild and predatory some parts of Hollywood and these circles can get when they spot someone desperate and alone. "I don't do bunk beds. It's just not my thing," Tiffany Haddish said, letting it be known she wasn't about to settle. "You want to see me lose my temper? Tell me I got to sleep in a bunk bed and I'm going to cut up." Tiffany wasn't playing Scientology, a religion always surrounded by controversy. Runs celebrity centers meant for artists, politicians, industry leaders, sports stars, and anyone with influence to push their mission. According to their website, Jada Pinkett's name has popped up more than once due to her ties to Scientology, so it's no surprise they target big names in Hollywood. But it's not just the celebrities they go after. Reports say they've tried to pull kids into their teachings too, and that's where things get extra messy. Meanwhile, comedian Cat Williams came in swinging, taking shots at Tiffany Haddish that stirred up the whole scene. While on the Frank and Wanda morning show on V103, Cat didn't hold back, dropping bold claims right after winning an Emmy for Atlanta that had everyone talking. Cat questioned how Tiffany got famous so fast, claiming she doesn't write her own jokes and hasn't really proven herself as a true comedian yet.
She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes.
He wasn't shy about it either, adding, "They already tore down Monique, and now they're propping up somebody who showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip Goofball, or do you think that was already a script they handed to her? It's up to you, whatever you want to believe." Cat's raw opinions hit hard, and it seems like his skeptical view of Tiffany's comedy career has left a mark, adding fuel to the rumors around her rise in Hollywood. Fans started questioning if Tiffany's fast fame came with strings attached, especially after all the tough times she's faced in the industry. And now, Tiffany's recent behavior has people worried. Some fans believe the chaos she's been through in Hollywood might have led her to make questionable choices, not fully realizing the consequences while she was just trying to survive and keep her spot in the game. Early Friday morning, Tiffany Haddish found herself in handcuffs again after getting arrested on suspicion of DUI. According to Beverly Hills PD, the call came in at 5:45 a.m. and Tiffany was taken into custody not long after. This all went down just hours after she performed at the Laugh Factory in West Hollywood for their annual Thanksgiving event. What's wild is that Tiffany had already been in jail earlier that same day. When someone in the Laugh Factory crowd asked her about it, she cracked a joke, saying her prayers for a man in uniform got answered and the whole place cracked up. Tiffany has a way of flipping even the messiest situations into jokes, just like when she joked about her Georgia DUI on The Tonight Show back in 2022. "I can say this, Jimmy," she told Fallon. "I've been praying to God to send me a new man, a good man," she said, laughing. God went ahead and sent me 4 in a uniform. I wasn't expecting it. She added she had a great lawyer and would handle it, but joked she needed to get clearer when asking God for things. Later, Tiffany told ET that her Thanksgiving was packed. She spent the morning helping serve food to people in need at the Laugh Factory and performed a special comedy set during their 43rd annual free Thanksgiving meal for the community. But about her arrest, Tiffany told ET that it all started when her Tesla, which she said parked itself, ended up blocking part of the street because she fell asleep inside. "I'm going to get some help so I can learn balance and boundaries," Tiffany admitted, showing she knows she needs to get her life on track. She added that she's feeling okay after the incident and thanked the Beverly Hills Police Department for handling everything professionally. The incident happened on November 24th when witnesses saw her Tesla stopped in the middle of Beverly Drive with Tiffany appearing to be asleep behind the wheel. Tiffany's journey shows how quickly life can flip, with her helping the community one moment and facing flashing lights the next. But even in these messy moments, she's keeping it real about needing help, reminding everyone that behind the jokes, she's still trying to figure it out. But Tiffany's drama hasn't just been about the DUI lately. While driving, she went live on Instagram and got real with her fans, dropping a raw 22-minute talk where she opened up about how she's really feeling. She let her frustrations and worries spill out, giving everyone a glimpse into the struggles she faces as a public figure trying to survive in the industry.
Don't ask me to do shit just because, oh, she's a nice person. Tiffany's so nice and so sweet. That nice. That nice. I'm tired of being fucking nice to you, raggedy.
In the video, Tiffany started by addressing how people think she's always nice and sweet, and you could tell she was tired of being boxed into that image. She looked fed up and made it clear she's done with folks expecting her to be all smiles while they take advantage of her kindness. She didn't hold back, calling out people close to her who she feels have been lazy and using her for their own benefit. Tiffany warned that people better stop expecting her to work for free, especially when she's already paid them before.
Don't nobody want to work for free. I don't even ask people to work for free.
She let it be known she's not playing about her worth anymore. Fans couldn't help but think Tiffany was throwing shade at Tyler Perry during this rant, accusing him of blacklisting her and not paying actors fairly. The rumors hit harder because of Perry's messy history. Back in 2008, Tyler Perry Studios faced heat when the Writers Guild of America West filed a complaint against him after he fired 4 black writers from House of Pain. Those writers were trying to join a union to get benefits like pensions and health care, but Perry didn't sign the contract that would have protected them. Perry's lawyers claimed the writers got fired over quality issues, not the union drama, but people still weren't buying it. Now, with Tiffany speaking out, fans are starting to worry about her, saying she might need some real support to survive the brutal Hollywood grind. They see her trying to keep her head up while dealing with betrayal and industry politics. As the Tyler Perry scandal keeps unraveling, Tiffany Haddish's sudden revelations are throwing gasoline on an already blazing fire. For years, Perry has been praised as a mentor and kingmaker in Hollywood, but Tiffany's truths are forcing people to take a closer look at who's really helping and who's just using others while hiding behind a shiny public image. Especially within the black entertainment world, Tyler Perry has been seen as untouchable. But Tiffany Haddish's hints are making it clear there might be a dark side under that polished image. Is this the start of a wave of voices breaking free, exposing a hidden culture of manipulation, control, and silence in Hollywood? And let's talk about the timing. It's wild. Just as Perry is fighting serious allegations, Haddish drops her truths, threatening to shatter the facade of a man many once admired. Rumors started swirling that Perry was tied to some shady human trafficking connections, and then, boom, he pops up in a PSA about human trafficking. That timing feels a little too convenient, don't you think?
Human trafficking is a crime often hidden in plain sight. We like to think that it only happens in other places and only affects other people, but sadly it's happening right here in our backyard.
Could this be just the tip of the iceberg? Are we watching the slow dismantling of a powerful empire built not only on talent, but on fear, secrecy, and controlling those who dare to speak up? One thing's for sure, The perfect Hollywood narrative around Tyler Perry is cracking, and it's not looking pretty. With stars like Tiffany Haddish stepping forward, the truth might be far darker and way more widespread than anyone in Hollywood ever wanted to admit. The industry, the fans, and the media need to pay close attention because this saga is nowhere near over. The walls are closing in, and the fallout from all of this could change the game forever. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends to keep the conversation going. Drop a comment below, letting us know what you think about the Tyler Perry and Tiffany Haddish situation. Do you think Hollywood is finally getting exposed? See you in the next one. Stay tuned and stay sharp.